Welcome back, guys, and we are going to try something special today. We are going to try to make an NPC. Like always, we will start off with sizing things, and we will start off with a super low poly NPC, and hopefully we'll make a series as long as things go right, where we just keep on upgrading them and making a better version until we're happy with what we have. Let's change the other sizes, 0.01, and find this one, 0.01. Done. Alright, I'm just going to switch back to here so I can see everything. And like always, we're going to start off probably with keeping this thing directly in the middle, like we usually do. Can't remember at which axis is forward, but I don't think it really matters. You can just turn it after. But alright, let's get started. On your square, go hold head and control B. Alright. And obviously, that's not what we want, so just follow along. Don't worry too much, it'll get better. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this, but we'll figure it out together. I've done these before. They've not always turned out great. Some of them have been pretty good. We'll see how this goes. Alright. Either way, you'll get your NPC by the end. I just don't know if it's going to be perfectly what you want. Let's start with the head. Get right off the hop. We're going to take... let's copy it first, definitely. Shift D. And drag that one down. Just so we can keep going after with more parts, right? So we'll take this and we'll shape it a little bit. Just going to shape it towards more of a head shape. And you can grab your faces and drag this or that or the other out, in or out, but I'm just going to leave it like that. It's basically a head shape. Just for the example, before people tell me, oh, it's not very good. I get that. I'm giving you an example. You're going to need to put your details in there yourself, okay? Alright. S. Alright, we're going to sink this in a bit. For when this mannequin moves around, his neck doesn't pop out of his head, which we really don't want. Maybe we'll make it a bit smaller. Find the size you want when you're happy. Maybe you want to go a little bit thinner this way. I don't know. It's about right anyways. Either way, we can change it if you need to. Alright, when you're happy, Shift D, and we'll pull another one off. We're just going to keep using this shape and just changing it slightly. So, human eyeballs obviously aren't this shape, so we're going to just change these a little bit to make them more human eye shape. Just drag it out a little bit that way. Get a little bit thinner this way. Alright, and then we're going to hit S. Shrink it down. You'll probably have to move it into place. This is optional. If you want, I can show you how to do it a different way. I'll decide if I'm gonna bother doing that or not. I'm not really sure what would be best. Maybe it'd be best if I showed you both ways, but maybe this video will do them separated, but the next one we won't. So I was just gonna minus this to the other side, but I kind of feel like well, that's the wrong one anyways. I want to change it, so I'm just going to delete it. We're just going to go S a little more. Look at their face. Make sure this is where your eye is going to be. This is where mine is. Maybe off to the side a little bit more. Shift D. Find the right axis. Remove the minus apparently. There we go. Okay, now we can see that they're a little bit off kilter. They're just sticking out the odd bit. So let's grab both, move them in just a hair, and then we're going to change the angle one at a time. So let's find, oh, was that? No. That was not it. We're just going to find the angle. That was not it. Sometimes it's always the last one. So that's the right one. We're just going to find the right angle now. The reason I'm not just using the scaler is I want to be able to see perfectly set a level for I can do the exact opposite on the other side. And as you see, our eyeballs are in the eyes now. Should work pretty good for our eyes, I think, guys. Alright, let's steal a piece. Keep going. And now, let's fix this. And then, okay. Change this to 0 to center it exactly. Alright, perfect. Okay, what kind of nose do you want? Do you want a little piggly nose? Do you want more of a human shape to it? Do you need to use 2 pieces? Here's where we need to figure this out. We could use... Maybe this isn't the best shape for this, so let's use it for something else. Let's be clever. Let's be very clever, guys. Do you want a mustache? We could use that for a mustache above the lips. It'd just be down here somewhere and just leave it until we adjust our face. Or, Shift D, we can make ourselves some eyebrows. Obviously, they'd be in your face a little bit more. Shift D. And we would use this one, I think. Remove the minus. And then we already know we need about a 20-degree angle. And you might have to push it in a little bit after. But I think you get the idea. And now we have... That's got to be a minus 20, my bad. Pretty good eyebrows, I would say. Alright, and we can give them some color to make them more handsome. Handsome young fella. Stretch that out. We could go to faces and we could grab these like so, and we could go to arrows and we could move our mustache down maybe. I think we'll use a different piece if we do a mustache. Doesn't look too good. I think the eyes look pretty good though. Alright, let's make a piece for his nose, I suppose. Alright, let's go ahead and make ourselves a cube. Perfect. Shrink it down. Shrink it down. Spit it out in front of his face where we can see it. Now, think about how you want the shape to be, guys. Every nose is going to be different. Everybody's view on what they want to see is going to be different. So we'll go to edit mode. What was I looking at there? Sorry, we'll go to this piece, then edit mode. I don't know what I had clipped on me there. And what will we do? We'll grab this top piece, and let's just try to start to make a nose shape, guys. Keeping in mind, anything that's too close together is going to flip over the edges when we bool it. So don't do that. Let's grab the front edge, just the front edge, and we'll use the mover. And that way, get the right angle on our nose. We might have to sink that in a bit more. We could also, I could just grab that one and dissolve it, and we can go for more of a different look that way. And we grab this edge and I could dissolve it. Oof, maybe not. Alright, so don't do that. That's getting to be more of a nosy shape. Let's shrink it down this way. Let's try doing a boolean around the front here. Sorry, not a boolean. I don't know what they're called. Why don't I know what these are called? We're going to bend it. We'll just say that, because I don't know the word. Alright, if you're happy with your nose shape, which I am, shrink it down, shrink it down, shrink it down, shrink it down, until it makes sense for your person, right? So I'm just sinking in a little bit like this. I think this kind of makes sense for my guy. It's a little pointy. Maybe you want it to be a little bit wider to be a little less weird. Maybe that's more weird. We can also grab edges up at the top of it and shrink them too if we want, but I'm just giving you guys an example once again, so I'm going to just say it's good enough. Okay. And okay, let's start by moving his neck again, because I just don't like where it is. I don't know what it is about it, but I just don't like it. It's a little better. Okay. Do you want an ear? Well, let's do some ears then. Get it around the right size. Use your scaler to fix it the rest of the ways. So I'm just going to make it a little more like that. And then we're going to shrink it down to make it look more like an ear. Maybe you want to take a shape out of it. Maybe you want to pull some of the lips out on it to make it look more like an ear. I think it's probably pretty fine. It's probably fine just like that. So again, we're doing some little poly ones, or I am at least. If you guys are doing a little better, take your time and just pause the video. I'm just giving them the look, right? So we are going to find the right angle, which I think is this one, and we are going to do 5. Nope, that's wrong. 5. Nope, that's wrong. Why do I never know, right? 5. Nope, -5. -15. Actually. Alright. Maybe up a little bit. Yes. Okay, I think that's pretty good. You may disagree, you may want to move yours. Just pause it. Will you go ahead and do that? So, I just want to make sure that I move it on the right axis. So I just did that. So that's the one. I'm just going to add a minus to it. And then I'm going to do 15 normal, because the other one was -15. So now we have a perfectly proportionate head. Okay? Right. If you want to change your nose or do anything else, remember that's completely up to you. You just got to decide what's good for you and do that. To me, I think this looks pretty good, so I'm going to keep moving forward. Don't worry, I have a plan for the eyes, so don't panic. Yeah, I got a plan for you guys. Alright, one last thing I might try, just to give them a more defined jawline. Let's do this and see how this goes. Let's just bring it down a little bit and out a little bit. I feel like it just gives it a little bit better of a jawline. It's up to you if you want to do that. If you don't like it, you don't have to, that's for sure. Just move a few of the vertex, sorry, to just kind of even it up a bit, like so. Okay. Now that's how we'd move things around. If you want to make any adjustments anywhere, I plan to use a bool to make a mouth on this guy, but there are many ways we could do it. Maybe we'll do it a different way in a different video. So let's just duplicate this for his mouth, I suppose. Perfect. No, I'm just kidding. Alright. Let's try to get a mouthy shape out of it. We'll make it much skinnier. Well, maybe not too much skinnier, because we want it to go in a little bit, for it gives a sense of depth in his mouth, right? Something like that, possibly. We can bend it if you want him to smile, but I'm just going to make a neutral face on our basic NPC. Make sure it's nice and evenly out the front like that. And let's see what we get when we bool it from it. Again, we haven't attached anything, so it should be fine. Yep, we're fine. Okay. Now, say you don't want your mouth to be so wide, you can go a little thinner if you like. That is a little bit wide, I guess. Kind of looks like he's got his mouth gaped open. Maybe you want to be more... Oops, I'm sorry about that. Maybe you want to be more subtle about it. So something like that would be what you want. But you're going to have to remember it's going to be really hard to get in there and color that. Okay? Right. You got it. Okay? Alright. We'll try to anyways, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in there. Alright. Shift E. We're going to go down a little bit. And maybe I'll just make his torso for now. Maybe we'll keep going. I'm not sure how far I am into this video. I never really am. I never keep track of it. I just go. Need to be more organized probably, but I'm not. So, okay. You need to be fatter, buddy. And you'll see I'm just kind of making the basic body shape that I'm going to want. I may have to change some of these faces and re-round some of the body, like down here near the bottom. It'd be really nice if it was flat, so maybe I could take all these vertices down here, or faces, and just lift them up a little bit until they're a bit more even. But you know what, let's go ahead and make a different shape just for now, because I do like that. It's pretty human-y body, but I think we can do better for the next attachment to the next part, and to give it a better look for the shirt part. So, and maybe we'll do some coloring after this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here, guys. I don't know what's best. I kind of just make up my own processes, as you can see. So, I guess I just want to help you guys finish, so maybe we'll just end at the top half. We'll do a bit more detail on the face, or maybe I should finish the body. I don't know. Maybe we should do it in this video. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, I'm just going to do every edges except for the bottom one this time. And our reason is to give us a flat edge on the bottom. So it's basically the same as the last one. You know what? Let's round it a bit more. Let's go almost the same, except for the bottom obviously isn't done. But like so. For they're basically even as much as you can. And that's another reason I like shapes so much, squares so much, is because you can't always do that with other shapes and stuff like that. Now the question is here, do you want just the torso, which we want, or do you have your arms attached right now, which you probably don't. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring this up here. Kind of shows me how far back the neck is too. Maybe like that's better. And what do you guys think? Yeah, we're exactly at 0, so that's good. I think that's about the right size. Let's move it down a little bit because we'll size it up again to try to make most of our upper torso. Alright, I think that's right. I don't know how you guys feel, but I think that's good. How do we want to do this? Let's just duplicate again and see what we got. Might have to make a new piece, but we'll see. So it's got to be a lot smaller. So we'll do that first. We'll S to scale down. Kind of looks like he's wearing a t-shirt. This might actually work. I'm just trying to get like a t-shirt type size for it. And then we'll shift D. And let's put one on the other side in case this works. Then we can just flip the other one sideways. I think it's this one. Yes. Alright. I think it's the bottom one. 20. Let's try 20. Nope. 20. Nope. 20. Yes. Alright. So it looks like it's going to work. We might have to just move it a little bit. And maybe you want long sleeves on your guy. Maybe you want a sweater or something like that. Obviously you can make this longer. Just going to move it a bit more in position like so. And I might just redo the other one because it's all out of proportion now. Make sure it's where you want it, maybe a bit towards the back like that. Maybe down a hair. I don't know what's good. Maybe up a hair is good, like that. I don't know. Right, well, you're going to find the right spot eventually. I'm not going to keep messing around because I'm making a video and you guys are forced to watch me, so I'm just going to speed up the process. If you need to, you can go ahead and pause. I would like to take my time a little more and make it even better, but I feel like I make some people mad when I do that, so I won't do that. Alright, there we go. Looks pretty good, I think. Okay, well, let's just wrap this one up for now. Just attach these three maybe into one piece. I think you attach your whole skeleton. I'm 90% sure, but I could be mistaken, and I apologize if I am. Let's attach the head, I guess. Let's just do it. See what happens. See if I'm mistaken here. Okay, Control J. Upper body's one piece, lower body's another piece. I think we're going to attach them together, but let's go ahead and actually do that. I don't know what I want to be my move piece. I guess the head, because we're going to build onto the legs, right? Control J when you're ready. Alright, we got a pretty good looking guy. But there's still a few things missing, and I know you're thinking, well, you know, his head's pretty round. How do we give him hair? How do we give him a hat? We're gonna go a little farther before we do any of that stuff and give him some too much intimate detail. But we are gonna take him right now to coloring, because this is gonna help us decide how we want to do the next parts. So we'll go ahead to the color part and click off everything and hit L. We should highlight everything. I don't think you have to, but I just do it. Now we're looking for a pinky yellow, fleshy kind of color. Assign. Okay. Now, eyeballs, L. L over each one of them. Plus, new. It's white anyways. Assign. Okay. We have eyes. Alright. Now, these eyes are separated. You could re-separate them if you need to be able to move them. But I'm just going to leave them separated, just giving them a dead eye type stare. Decide what your middle piece is. Wait, go to faces. Decide what your middle eye piece is. I'm going to grab both mine. I'm going to do plus, new, and I'm going to make it black. And again, this is just going to help us decide what our guy's going to look like. Go up to his eyebrows. Okay. Plus, new. But we're not actually going to use the new one. We're going to assign it this black one. We'll just use that for his eyelashes. Guess we didn't really need to do that one right yet, but we will use it anyways, I assure you. Okay, there is a lot of pieces in here. So what we're going to do is grab this, and as far as you can get into there, you're going to reach into his mouth, highlight pieces. I'm just hitting shift left click or control left click to go all the way across, okay? And that's going to be our new color. We're going to make it red, just like a mouth would be, just to help us with our look, right? And again, I know it's hard, but you're going to have to try your best to get in there as best as you can. And every once in a while, I'm just going to click it because they're hard to get, and then you can see which ones you missed, right? I know it's hard. I should have just let you guys do this on your own and kept going. I apologize for that. But you're going to get them all, so as best as you can. We're going to finish now, though, I'll tell you. Okay? Top ones. And then, when people are looking at you and you're speaking, and if you get them to move his mouth or whatever you do, maybe you don't, but it just looks like it's a mouth inside. We did it in pretty low poly, so this should not be a high cost to this at all. Okay, right on. Good work. Got a red mouth. And we can see the human aspects of this fella starting to come out, right? Let's give him a t-shirt color, or her, I should say. It could be a girl, depending what you're after, obviously. So we'll go new, we'll make a t-shirt color. Let's make it this color. Okay, now we have a t-shirt. Okay, we're starting to really look like a person. So we'll probably stop it there. I just flipped out of edit mode with tab. And we will move forward, and we will do arms, legs, and probably some more details on his head, his eye, or sorry, not his eyes, his hair, maybe, or her hair. Maybe do hats. Maybe we'll do a few copies, for we know we can make multiple NPCs in our game out of the same character. Okay? Alright, so make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, because my next video is just around the corner. It won't take too long, so make sure you're watching me, and check out my link below if you want to check out my game. It's available on Steam. It's pretty cheap, it's pretty fun. I know you're going to love it. So thanks for watching, guys, and Lordfish is out. Peace.